Davido's Five Alive tour is coming to Abuja 14th of November. That is on Sunday. We're going to be having Davido's Five Alive tour. And when you look behind me, it's going to be happening at Eagle Square. That is behind me right now is Eagle Square, one of the pavilion in Eagle Square. So this place I'm standing right in is the car park of Eagle Square. That is where we normally park our cars sometimes. So a lot of people will understand that Abuja don't they actually they develop in terms of music industry, because last time I was opportune to see a lot of artists working in the studio in Abuja. So I'm really excited about that. I remember in 2011 when I came to Abuja, I was trying to like jump into the music industry in Abuja, but it was not well developed. Because for you to even see a good producer at that time, it was really something else. The this thing was not really developed, but now I see a lot of people actually standing up in Abuja, coming out. We got Odmodu Black and a lot of others. But behind me is Eagle Square, and Davido is going to be having his Five Alive tour. Okay, not on Sunday, not this Sunday. He's going to be having it 14th December at Eagle Square. That is something you got to understand. 14th December is not 14th, November. It's December at Eagle Square. So that is something, and it's the cheapest ticket of a superstar in Nigeria with 5,000 naira. That is $3.30. You can actually have a close time with Davido. But I need to talk about a lot of things really trending on social media, and some big interesting stories are really out there. That is something I kind of understand about all of this. So when you talk about the music industry, I think Nigerian music industry is one of the biggest, or is the biggest music industry in Africa, but not the most developed music industry in Africa. When you talk about the most developed structured music industry in Africa, you should talk about the South African music industry. So when you talk about the most developed, structured music industry in Africa, you should talk about the South African music industry. Now, a lot of people will argue, why would you say South Africa is the most developed? So why I said it is the quality of infrastructure they have to actually support their music industry. When you talk about arenas, concert arenas, if you're talking about their stadiums, their event centers, concert centers and the rest. That is why you find that these guys, they are always hosting international artists ranging from Kanye West down to like Chris Brown and down to you know um Travis Scott and a lot of others, and they are having successes on that. And also when you look closely, you will get to understand that they still got a lot to actually offer in terms of like some infrastructures like production studios. They have world class studios. That is something you got to understand, and they have a better market structure, and high buying power of their population is also an added advantage. Although Nigeria has a big music industry, big market for music as a result of its population. But when you talk about development, you should give it up for South Africa. That is one thing I kind of understand about that. Let's go forward. Person like Burna Boy actually did something, and a lot of people are still talking about it, and it's already trending on social media. A lot of people are talking about it. Burna Boy walked a fan out of his show because she was sleeping while he was performing. So now the question a lot of people are really asking is, does Burna Boy has the right to like work this person out when this person don't buy ticket and all those kind of things? Customers always right. That is what a lot of people are really asking right now. So guys, let's catch a glimpse of it so that you will get to understand that This thing not be child's play.
Doing this shit because we're fucking doing it and we love it, you understand? So when I stand up here and I see you over there with your girl sleeping in front of me, this is me the fuck up, man. You understand? So please take that the fuck home. Huh? Fast. Fast. Like, take her home, take her home, take her home. Bro, I'm not doing no more songs until you take her home. Real life. Man, you taking the fucking piss, man.
It's my birthday, you have to leave. You don't have to leave. Oh my God. Put me up there. Matter of fact, put me up. Okay, wrong way.
Bro, hurry up, man. Wallahi, I'm not doing another song till you go.
A big one for Super Eagles, and a lot of people in Nigeria, they are really excited. One down, and then we are expecting a match between Super Eagles and Democratic Republic of Congo. Nigeria trashed Gabon 4 goals to 1 in a World Cup playoff qualifier showdown. That is something we got right now. So somehow a lot of people they ask, why the Super Eagles not do this all these things just to qualify automatically? Now they have to pass through the long route. That is what a lot of people are saying. But Osimhen actually showed up, and a person of Ademola Lookman was fantastic in that play, and a lot of people commended Super Eagles for that. So what is your own commendations for Super Eagles? I want you to put that in the comment section so that we can really have a glimpse at what you feel about all of this so far. Guys, let's talk about a lot of things are really trending in Nigeria. When you talk about the Nigerian music industry, you got to understand that a lot of people actually paid sacrifices for this music industry. I remember the days where Idris Abdulkarim almost had a fight with G Unit 50 Cent's crew. That was a turning point for the music industry at that time, because a lot of Nigerian artists, they were really looked down upon. But from then, a lot of people started getting their respect. What do you have to say about the Nigeria music industry? You say we are progressive, but if we are progressive, what about the infrastructure, the world-class studios and other things? We don't get them in place. So what would you say about it? I want you to put your own comments in the comment section below. So a lot of people go surprised. Behind me is the Eagle Square, and behind me is a bus terminal being built by FCT under Minister Yose Wike, former governor of Rivers State, that a lot of people have been accusing of land grabbing. Then behind me, you have the Ministry of Health and Education together. Then you still got the Federal Secretariat behind me. That is what you can actually see. And then behind me right now, you got Foreign Affairs. Behind me right now, you still got Head of Civil Service. So I'm just in this center of it all. Guys, consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon, to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeat blog across social media platforms.